Hello, my dear students. Hope you all are doing well. I welcome you all for your English online class. Children, kindly follow the below mentioned instructions. Use earphone or headphone for a better learning experience. Keep a notebook and a pen handy to make notes. Read the text on the screen. Sit at a quiet place. You may pause the video till you get ready to resume or when you have to make a note of important points. My dear students, topic for today is appreciation of a poem. What is appreciation or analysis of a poem? Critical appreciation of a poem is defined as the critical reading of the poem, preparing a brief summary, deriving its objective or messages, and exploring the purpose behind the poem. How to write the analysis of the poem? Analysis is a careful and detailed examination of something in order to understand it better. An analysis of a poem means examining the poem's form, content, structure, language, etc. with the aim of improving one's understanding and appreciation of the poem. As the poem expresses complex feelings in a language very different from that of ordinary prose, you must read and reread the poem to understand it thoroughly. The appreciation of the poem is to be written in paragraph form, and below mentioned are the points to be remembered while writing the analysis or appreciation of a poem. Children, here I am giving you the marking scheme of appreciation of a poem. So, the title of the poem carries half a mark. The name of the poet carries half a mark. The rhyme scheme carries 1 mark. Figure of speech carries 1 mark. Theme or central idea of a poem, which you need to write in at least 2 to 3 lines, and it carries 2 marks. While writing the appreciation of the poem, first you should mention the title of the poem. After mentioning the title, you should mention the name of the poet. So when you write the title of the poem and the name of the poet, it is so easy for you to get full 1 mark. Then comes the rhyme scheme, rhyme and rhythm. Here you must mention the rhyme scheme. Rhyme is the repetition of similar sounds in 2 or more words. In poetry, their words are usually at the end of a line and help create a certain rhythm. Rhythm gives a poem its sound. Rhyme scheme. A rhyme scheme is a pattern of endings of a line or lines of a poem or song. The rhyme scheme is obtained by giving a letter to the last word of each line. For example, if the last word of the first line rhymes with the last word of the second line, both are given the same letter, say letter A. Any other last word rhyming with these two will also be given the same letter as A. The next last word which does not rhyme with letter A will be given the letter B. Any other last word rhyming with this will also be given the letter B. And so it goes on till the last word of every line of the whole poem have been given particular letters. The letters are then written together stanza-wise. That will be the rhyme scheme. For example, children, here I have given you one stanza, so kindly pay attention. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. So the first, the letter in the word in the first line is me, right? So me is not rhyming with pole. First of all, we will mark me as letter A. Then me is not rhyming with pole, hence we will mark it as letter B. Now in the third line, me is rhyming with the word B, right? So again B will be given as letter A. Fourth line, soul is not rhyming with the word me but is rhyming with the word pole. So it will be written as letter B. So the rhyme scheme of this stanza is A, B, A, B. You understand, children? Okay. So if there are no rhyming words, the poem is written in free verse. Free verse is a type of poetry that does not contain patterns of rhyme or meter. Now, figure of speech. Mention the important figures of speech that lend beauty to the poem. Then you need to explain the theme or central idea of the poem in brief. Okay, children? Now let us practice it with the help of one poem. So the name of the poem is A Time to Believe. Kindly pay attention while I am reading it for you. To believe is to know that every day is a new beginning, is to trust that miracles happen and dreams really do come true. To believe is to see angels dancing among the clouds, to know the wonder of a stardust sky and the wisdom of the man in the moon. To believe is to know the value of a nurturing heart, the innocence of a child's eyes, and the beauty of an aging hand, for it is through their teachings we learn to love. To believe is to find the strength and courage that lies within us when it is time to pick up the pieces and begin again. To believe is to know we are never alone, that life is a gift and this is our time to cherish it. To believe is to know that wonderful surprises are just waiting to happen and all our hopes and dreams are within reach, if only we believe. And the name of the poet is B.J. Mobitzer. So how do we write the appreciation of a poem? The poem A Time to Believe is written by the poet B.J. Mobitzer. By just writing this one sentence, you have scored 1 full mark. Okay? Then, the poem is written in free verse, hence there is no rhyme scheme. Okay? So, by writing this sentence, you have scored another 1 mark. So, in total, you scored full 2 marks. Then, the main figure of speech mentioned in this poem are personification, repetition, metaphor, etc. For example, to believe is to see angels dancing among the clouds. Personification is the figure of speech. Why? Because the angels have been given the human quality of dancing. So when you have written the name of the poem, the name of the poet, rhyme scheme and figure of speech, you have scored full 3 marks. Last but not the least, you need to write the central idea or the theme of the poem. So you need to write, this is an inspirational poem which tells us that we can achieve all our hopes and dreams, providing we believe in ourselves and have a positive outlook towards life. So children, you have written these 3 lines, that is the theme or the central idea of the poem. So you have scored full 2 marks. So in total you have scored full 5 marks. Clear? Okay. So this is the home assignment. Okay. Kindly pay attention while I am reading this for you. The name of the poem is The Pilgrim. A pilgrim going a lone highway, come at evening cold and grey, to a chasm deep and vast and wide, the old man crossed in the twilight dim. The chasm held no fear for him, but he paused when he reached the other side and built a bridge to span the tide. Old man, said a fellow pilgrim near, why waste your time in building here? Your journey ends with the close of the day. You never again will pass this way. You have crossed the chasm deep and wide. Why build ye here at eventide? The pilgrim raised his old grey head. My friend, in the path I have come, he said. There followeth after me today a fair-haired youth who must pass this way. The chasm which held no fears for me, to the fair-haired youth may a pitfall be. He too must cross in the twilight dim. My friend, I am building this bridge for him. Children, you remember the name of the poet was Anonymous, and during the explanation I have given you who is that anonymous person. So you need to write this appreciation accordingly. Okay. So now here comes the main objective of our lecture. What is it? It is that we all needs and wants to speak good English without making grammatical errors. So for that we have adopted 2 activities. One is spoon feeding, one is challenging. So what is spoon feeding? Teacher gives words, teacher gives meaning. You just need to frame sentences in your own words. But activity 2 is quite challenging, but believe you me children, when you follow that, you are no way far in speaking good English. Okay, so let's discuss the words. Analysis. Analysis means investigation or inspection. Critical means expressing adverse or disapproving comments or judgments. Deriving means obtain something from. So what words, for what words you need to frame sentences? You need to frame sentences for the words analysis, critical and deriving. Okay. So children, in our next lecture we will be learning grammar, and in grammar we will learn direct and indirect speech. Okay. So we are done with the lecture children. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Stay healthy, stay safe. God bless you all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.